everyone, and welcome back to Stephanie Reacts. And if you're new to the channel, welcome and hello. I'm Stephanie React. Well, I'm Stephanie. But well, today we're doing House of the Dragon, Season 1, Episode 1, The Heir of the Dragon, or The Heirs of the Dragon. What I do know about this is one thing only, and just one thing. No, well, two. Matt Smith's in it. He's a Targaryen, I think. But you've seen like the trailer, he's got white hair, white long hair, like Daenerys, Targaryen. But yeah. But the second thing I do know is they've got about maybe like 12 dragons, I got told. 8 to 12 dragons. Not 3 like Daenerys had. That's the only two things I know about this. Matt Smith and the dragons. So, yeah. Can't wait to get into this. I liked Game of Thrones. I watched whole 8 seasons. It's up my channel for any some not seen. But the last episode of it, didn't get me up and watch. But anyway, like I say, this is House of the Dragons. Well, House of the Dragon. So, let's jump into this and we'll see. But before I jump into it, just to let you know, I'm not using my laptop today. I usually watch stuff on my laptop, but my wee sound box I use to connect my earphones jack into. That stopped working today. I took it into the shop to try to get fixed. The shop said they can't fix it, even though I know they can. It's been fixed at that shop twice already, so I know it can be fixed. It says it's an internal problem. What I did today is take the screws out and fix it. But it said it can't be fixed. So until I get a new one, I'll be watching my reactions on my phone. I will. I'll be editing them on my laptop. I will. And it might be a wee bit darker now. That's because it's night time. It's 5 to 12 at night. And I've got the light on, that was just shining down. So you'll probably see me in a dark wee space maybe on my new camera. So yeah everyone, let's jump into this and we'll see what Heir of the Dragon is all about. Starting now. Just checking this is recording. Yep. Just checking. Wonder if it's got like
as the first century of the Targaryen dynasty came to a close.
So here we go.
The health of the old
Targaryen dynasty.
Jaehaerys was failing.
Jaehaerys.
Jaehaerys
Jaehaerys.
Targaryen stood at the height of its strength, with 10 adult dragons under its yoke. No power in the world could stand
I know that
against
voice.
King Jaehaerys reigned over nearly 60 years of peace and prosperity. But tragedy had
Was she in Game of Thrones? The person who's talking to her?
in doubt.
The narrator.
So,
There's going to be a narrator. There's going to be
the old
somebody in the
king
programme,
called
but
a great council to choose.
we'll see if we recognise any of the faces.
Over 1,000
That's the
lords
tune.
made
I
the
know
journey
that.
to Harrenhal.
14
That's
the nearest
succession kings were heard.
Oh, that was saved at the time. I do. I love dragons. This is the tune I. And there's this thing we always had. Is that King's Landing? Probably not, but look at King's Landing. But it says it probably would be King's Landing. I don't know if they're named also like Westeros and all that. Or the other places. I wonder if they've all got different new names, like old names. Oh. Doharas Drax. In English. Or maybe it's not an English translation for it. But now I'm watching the Game of Thrones and the Dothraki talking. I didn't get any subtitles for the airport. And then there's talk to the Dothraki and that. And if you see me yawn because it's night time, it's about 1 o'clock now. No.
I don't need mothering, Rhaenyra.
But
Too
here
long.
you are, surrounded by attendants, all focused on the baby.
She slept for.
Someone has to attend to you.
She pregnant?
You will lie in
On the
this
babe?
bed soon enough, Rhaenyra. This discomfort is how we serve the realm.
I'd rather serve as a knight and ride to battle and glory.
Giving birth? She
We
sounds
have
like
royal
Arya,
wounds, you and I.
riding into glory, battles,
The childbed is our battlefield.
royal wombs.
We must learn
Alright,
to face
aye,
it with a
pregnant
stiff
then.
lip. Now take a bath. You stink of dragon.
Yes?
As
I said.
Eu amo treze chicos, se adeve.
So your mother brings forth a son. You're all confident. Then I shall hope
I
for a
promise.
brother. Alright, I was going to say something, but it's English this one was.
Do you know what it is?
It's Valyrian steel.
A TARDIS?
His dark sister.
Yeah. Valyrian steel.
The king
No,
has been
no,
under
there's no
heavy
big
stress
dragon
of
scale
fear.
thing, what it was. That cost, I think it's dragon scale into it.
Mind can adversely affect the body.
That we Shireen had.
Whatever it is, it needs to be kept quiet. We should leech it again, Megan.
It's a wound that refuses to heal, Grand Maester. Might I suggest cauterization?
Cauterization would be a wise course of treatment, Your Grace. It will be painful.
Fine. Fine.
Oh, can you cut it off? Or maybe dig in it and cut it out.
You spend more time in the
Who's in my
bathroom than
chamber? Get out.
This is the only place I can
Yeah.
find comfort these days.
It's tepid.
It's as warm as the Maester's will allow. I'm sorry if I have failed you in that I am. But I've
Not your
mourned for the
fault.
good children I can.
Your time's up. Your usefulness is finished. You can't get from an air.
Commander of the throne!
Bum, 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 bum.
My prince, I don't
Making a
think...
public spectacle of wanton brutality is hardly in line with our laws.
Won't you let him talk?
The realm are right now descending upon King's Landing for my brother's tourney. Do you want them mugged, raped, murdered? You mightn't know this unless you left the safety of the Red Keep, but much of King's Landing is seen by the small folk as lawless and terrifying.
The small folk.
Our city should be safe for all its people.
I agree. I just hope you don't have to maim half of my city to achieve this.
Time will tell.
We installed
Time
Prince
will
Daemon
tell.
as commander to promote law and order. The criminal element should fear the City Watch.
Thank you for your support, Lord Corliss.
If only the prince would show the same devotion to his lady wife as he does his work, Your Grace. But you've not...
So I'm guessing Dark Sister. It's the sword then? Wielder of Dark Sister. You don't wield an actual sister, you had to wield a sword.
I know many of you have
Ting,
traveled
ting.
long leagues
Tell 'em,
to be at
sister.
these games. But I promise you will not be disappointed. When I look at the fine knights in these lists, I see a group without equal in our histories. And this great day has been made more auspicious by the news that I am happy to share. Queen Emma has
Okay.
begun her labours. May the luck of this...
Oh, it's been Targaryen, is it? Aye.
Sword! Prince Daemon Targaryen wishes to continue in a contest of arms.
Aye. He's looking the flavour of us. Oh, sword against the mace. Well, I think it's a mace. It's not cluster, it's a mace. Maces usually win. Oh, maybe get a hit you hit the mace, load the sword, yank the sword back, and see if that Jorah or something. Don't know why the fan can do it. No less whoever owns the dragon can say it.
Where's Rhaenyra?
Your Grace,
I thought
this
any
is the
Targaryen
last
would
thing
be able to do
any
it
of
though.
us wish to discuss
dragons
at
were all
this
theirs.
dark hour, but I consider the matter urgent.
What matter?
That of your succession down his ambition. Look at what he did with the Gold Cloaks. The City Watch is fiercely loyal to him. An army 2,000 strong.
An army you gave him, Otto. I named Daemon Master of Laws, but you said he was a tyrant.
Aye, but
As Master
still.
of Coin, you said he was a spendthrift that would beggar the realm. Putting Daemon in command of the City Watch was your solution.
A half measure, Your Grace. The truth is, Daemon should be far away from this court.
Daemon is my brother. My blood. And he will have his place at my court.
Let him keep
Can't
his place
send
at
him
court,
away.
Your Grace. But if the gods should visit some further tragedy on you, either by design or accident...
What are you saying? My brother would murder me. Take my crown.
Xeno,
A girl heir. Daemon would be a second Maegor, or worse. He is impulsive and violent. It is the duty of this council to protect the king and the realm from him. I'm sorry, Your Grace, but that is the truth as I see it, and I know that others here agree.
I will not make people choose between my brother and my daughter.
You wouldn't have to, Your Grace. There are others who would have a claim.
Such as your wife, Lord Corlys, the queen who never was.
Rhaenys was the only child of Jaehaerys' eldest son. She had a strong claim at the Great Council, and she already has a male
Just
heir.
moments ago, you announced your support for
Ooh.
Daemon.
If we cannot...
Failed.
Laughing with your whores and your leg spittles!
Ooh.
You have no allies at court but me!
Yikes, he's
I have only
furious.
ever defended you! Yet everything I've given you, you've thrown back in my face!
You've only ever tried to send me away, to the Vale, to the City Watch. Anywhere but by your side. 10 years you've been king, and yet not once have you asked me to be your hand.
Why would I do that?
Because I'm your
brother.
Neville.
And the blood of the dragon runs thick.
Then why do you cut me?
Maybe they eat inside the dragon. Cannot.
There's something else.
Officer said.
Might be difficult for you to understand, but you must hear it. Our histories. They tell us that Aegon looked across the Blackwater from Dragonstone, saw a rich land ripe for the capture. But ambition alone is not what drove him to conquest. It was a dream.
To the Iron Throne.
Right. Well, everyone, that was the first episode of The House of the Dragon, The Heir of the Dragon. But, because I watched it on my phone, I pulled up my phone to remember the cast names. The very first episode of a programme, maybe the second and third, I'll just begin learning people's names. I will. Because I know there's, without looking, I know there's like a king, Varasine or something, like the dragon. I'm probably saying it wrong. I know Matt Smith is Prince Damon, and I think one of the princesses is called Raina or Raina. Because if there's no their names, that's why I put up. Oops, that's why I put up the name thing. Alright, it's Viseria. See, the king is. So I have to pull up the names. Well, in this cast, it says here, it's got like, for some reason, young, where is it? I had it there. Right there. Young Princess Rhaenyra. Why has you got young Princess Rhaenyra? Does that mean we're going to have like a time jump or something in it? Because I'm guessing on the casting list, it's going to be like, when it's finished, the whole season it is. So maybe like episode 5, 6 or 7 may have like a 15-year jump, 10-year jump or something. And then somebody else plays her. Because it says that she's a young Princess Rhaenyra. So I'm guessing we get an adult one from her. I'll see if I can find the adult version of her. Well, there she's there. Princess Rhaenyra. She's in 10 episodes. And this was the young one in 10 episodes. No less. That was her mum, maybe. I don't know. But as we saw with Prince Daemon, he controlled the Golden Cloaks. And they all attacked King's Landing. If it's good we saw King's Landing, I did not think we would see that. I thought we would just see like Westeros and stuff. But we saw the dragon flying over at the start. I thought, that looks like King's Landing. No, it was King's Landing. It was. So I'll go that one right. And stuff. But then we had a wee callback to the Starks. Say something about Rickon Stark becoming king. Maybe they're a Rickon Stark now, these days. Or no, these days. Those days. Back then. Because the Rickon Stark we know got killed by Ramsay. So he didn't become king. And he was the youngest. So after him it would have been Bran. But I know Bran became the Three-Eyed Raven. That might have been passed down to him. But if it all went with the boys, it would have been passed down to him. Because he had Sansa. She went to her. But the end of it was good too. It says, we call this the Book of Ice and Fire. Or the Song of Ice and Fire. Oh, that's a callback for the Game of Thrones one it is. Season 8 and stuff. And this is Visera, I think it is. I'm getting the name wrong. Visera, I think it is. He says something like that. Anyway, had a dream about the end of Westeros and that. When the dark winter will come and no human will live. But then the Targaryens will rise up and help. And they had to put a Targaryen on the Iron Throne. So that could either meant Daenerys or Jon Snow. He was a Targaryen. So, say the king or queen to be on that throne. Doesn't matter as long as it was a Targaryen says who lands on it. So, this was a good episode. So, and Prince Daemon. The thing I didn't like about him. I like Matt Smith, but the thing I didn't like about him is when he jabbed the horse's legs and tripped the horse up. I thought that should have been a disqualification. But I'm guessing nobody can say to the prince, except for the king though, can say to the prince, you're disqualified for taking out a horse. Because I thought, you're doing a spear battles on a horse, you stab somebody like on the shield or hit them on the arm to knock them off. You don't hit the sword, don't hit the horse's legs. That is cheating. Ooh, and the king. I feel sorry for him. He lost his wife and he's lost his newborn baby boy. He did. Balon, I think the baby was called. I think that was the name of a sword play, wasn't it? Balon. If it's not, then I don't know where I got Balon for, like Balon the Mighty or something, or Balon something. Oh. Before that, they said the baby was named Balon. As soon as they said the baby was named Balon, is that no name of a sword? So, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I know it wasn't Joffrey's sword, this was called Widow's Wail. His was a stupid one. Bye. But that's a good episode. I didn't see it, I didn't think I would seem to like it, didn't I? But I did. But because Prince Daemon was celebrating his own conquest to becoming the next heir, or naming the next heir, he toasted the one day prince kind of thing, like he says, or the heir of the day. But his brother did not like that, the king never. So the king banished him and his wife. But what I did not like was the maester saying to the king, you've got to choose between your wife or your baby. And I was saying to it, what happens if it's a baby girl? Then you've still not got an heir, you've no. Or what happens, and I actually did think this, what happens if you choose your baby and your wife dies? Then the baby dies, then you're screwed. But that actually did happen, because you heard the people like choking. So he probably never cut by the wee cord. I'm drawing a blank there now. Biblical cord or something like that. I know it's not that, I know. But I'm just drawing a blank. But anyway, I'm guessing they never cut the cord much. That's the wing got strangled maybe? I don't know. I wouldn't put it past Prince Daemon though to have done something. So you can try to be heir. But as you saw, he was screwed by his wee cousin, I think. No, his niece. Princess Rhaena. What is it? I'll get her name up. Because as you know, if I don't know names, I'll have to look up a while. Where is it? Rhaenyra. I think that's it, Rhaenyra. She became the next heir to the throne after her father dies. The king. Oh, and then we saw her talking to her father, then we saw her flash forward a wee bit, her putting a cloak on and all like that, the hair all done up, then back to her father, then her still getting changed, getting ready. So that was a good wee montage it gave you there, like back and forth between the two of them, a couple of times. It was. And I'm going to see if I can tell you what episode 2 is called. I did not watch the trailer for episode 2. Especially because it was this download I've got. Didn't show it, didn't he? But I want to see what episode 2 is called. Oh yeah, episode 2. The Targaryens are back. It's called. What this says here, just on Google. Return to Westeros during the reign of the Targaryen dynasty. Alright, streaming on now, right. With fire and blood, the Targaryens took the Iron Throne. But now you can watch, alright. Tell me on that site now, you can watch it. I thought it was telling me something. It's called The Return of the Targaryens, I think the episode called so. We know they've got dragons, we know that. And they've got 10 apple dragons. Eh? But when Princess Rhaena, or Rhaena, she says Trakaris to her mother's corpse and her wee brother's corpse. Could the king not control the dragon? Or maybe the king's got his own dragon, he has to do it with his own. maybe he didn't have the guts to do it. But yeah. And the princess is like Arya. She wants to go to battle. She wants to travel the world like Arya did. So maybe the Return of Targaryens. Maybe she's going out to travel the world. Maybe she might get a boat. She might ride a dragon or something to different parts of Westeros. I wonder if they go to King's Landing at all, or go to the north. Because if they did go to the north, I want to see if there are any Starks at all. Because they did mention Rickon Stark. So the Starks are out there. So it would be good if you've seen any of the Starks, or any past Lannisters or something from back old days, if Lannisters were around back then. But something tells me Lannisters weren't around. They were just like born into something, like two different clans got together, had a reign, then they had a reign, like 10 times. Somehow one of them got their name changed to Lannister or whatever, and or maybe a lassie married somebody else, they were called Lannister, then they married that way. You know what I'm talking about? The timelines, see, people try to think how the Lannisters were born, kind of thing, if they're not in this time zone that we're watching. And I'm hoping we do see more of the dragons. I love dragons. Love dragons. Oh, if I wasn't sitting here, I'd go and get my Yu-Gi-Oh deck out and show you all my dragons on my cards. And yes, I do play Yu-Gi-Oh. But, ooh. So everyone, I know I've not spoken much about this episode. I only spoke about wee bits of it, I have. But just because it's a new episode and all that, I'm just soaking most of it in, am I? And don't want to talk forever, because you know I only talk about an episode for like 10 minutes or something a day. And I don't want to go over the 10-minute mark. I'm probably are over it, but I don't like going over the 10-minute mark. I don't. So yeah. So everyone, don't forget to hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe. And like I says at the intro, if you're new here, welcome. And thanks for watching my reactions. So everyone, have a good day, good night, good week, good weekend. Stay safe out there everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.